Let's talk about China here, which of course is something that will be a unity ticket amongst us all here. Finally, a phone call happened between the President of the United States, President of China. Of course, we know nothing about it because the deep state doesn't leak against this president, so instead we have to take his version of the call. This is what was written up today, is that President Biden underscored his fundamental concerns about Beijing's coercive and unfair economic practices, cracking down in Hong Kong, human rights abuses in the northwest, and increasingly assertive actions in the region, including towards Taiwan. Here's what David Littleproud had to say today on the behalf of Australia in reaction to this stance from the president.
We'd like to think that President Biden has also made it clear that the actions against Australian producers here are unwarranted, and that it would be better to start dialogue again for us to be constructive of that. And Australia's never turned its back on that. We'll continue to make sure that the Chinese know that we are there to have dialogue, to rectify any issues that they may have, but we will not compromise on our sovereignty or values. We made that clear. And when they're ready to accept that, we will be there ready to have that dialogue.
All right, Liz, let's get you in here. Are you convinced that Joe Biden is not going to be what some of us feared about essentially caving into China when supposedly in his introductory conversation with a bloke who, of course, he knew oh so well, and certainly his regime is well associated with his son, do you believe that that there's a strength coming out of Biden that's somewhat surprising, or all smoke and mirrors?
No, look, I think this is a lot of posturing. The Biden administration knows the Trump administration was very strong on China. It's seen as a weak spot for Biden and co. And so they're trying to be seen to come out swinging. But so far, it is literally all just posturing. It's literally all just words. Biden's tweeting out, you know, I spoke to the president. I told him happy Chinese New Year. But I made sure that he knows about my concerns about what's basically genocide unfolding in the nation, among other things. So it's really just these empty words. And I really don't like his almost like cheerful coining. He's calling it the China challenge. You know, there's all this challenge, and we democracies must stick together and face the China challenge. It's a little bit too cute when you consider we are talking about a communist regime that is hell-bent on world domination and has proved in recent months, kept it all very fresh in our memories, they'll stop at nothing. So I would say that this is a lot of posturing, can understand why he's doing it, but I think you'd have to be very naive to fall for this from the Biden administration.